Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. This video, and you'll probably hear my rooster crowing. You know where they say that roosters only crow first thing in the morning to wake you up? Yeah, no. But you know what? It is such a blessing. This guy has been with me since, I think like 2017. He's an old man. So to hear him crow is such a blessing. I love it. Anyway, back to the video. After my video the other day about the medical industry and all that kind of stuff, I had somebody email me. They reached out to me and said that they've kind of experienced the same thing. Now, I will go back and say, yes, the VA has helped people. I'm not saying it's all bad. What I'm saying is, it's not just them, it's the medical industry as a whole. They're not geared to heal you. And that's not everything that I'm going to talk about today. Okay, because I'm going to cover something completely different. But it's relevant. Because when this person reached out to me and they were looking for, I mean, everybody wants to feel better. Everybody wants to heal, right? Well, you hear diet and exercise. Well, for those of us that are awake and you know that pushing drugs is part of the agenda, you understand that that's all that the doctors know is drugs. They don't know health. And they don't want to heal you because then they don't have a job. Which is I would love to work myself out of a job. You know? Anyway. But when I responded to this person that emailed me, and I told him, I said, you know, diet and exercise is not about killing yourself. It's not about starving yourself. It's not about going on some crazy diet. And when you say diet, your brain goes into, you're getting ready to starve me. You're getting ready to deprive me. It's a mindset. Okay, so yes, diet is what you eat. But we've been so geared to think diet means you're getting ready to do something drastic. Okay? So your brain goes into panic mode. Anyway, and exercise, it's not about going out and killing yourself. Everything, I honest to God believe everything happens for a reason. Okay? Because after that happened, I saw a video this morning, and there's so much that's coming in. I saw a video this morning, and it talks about how your body can heal itself. Your body was created to heal itself when you give it what it needs to heal itself. And it talked about, sorry, I had to grab my paper because I couldn't remember exactly what it said or how it was worded. Surplus energy and a highly alkaline environment. Now, alkaline is where your body is supposed to be anyway, because cancer cells, most viruses, I don't know if all of them, anyway, I know, especially cancer, cannot survive in an alkaline environment. It kills the cancer cells. That's why sugar feeds cancer cells, because it's acidic. And when it talks about energy, it's not go out and run a marathon. It's not exercise until you drop. Your body, and this is one of those things because it gave a list. And if you're interested, reach out to me because I will be glad to share it with you. It gave because I started diving into, okay, what is it? How do I achieve this? I mean, I kind of know myself, but I wanted to see, what guidelines there are. It's everything I talk about. It's everything I talk about. When I tell you don't stress, when I tell you do what brings you joy, when I tell you to turn off the damn television and stop watching the news, when I tell you to eat what God provided for you, fruits and vegetables and berries, and try to make them as natural as you possibly can, not try to stay away from everything that has been full of chemicals. Okay? And I know this is going to trigger some of you guys, and you're going to be, or some of y'all, not just men, but don't eat meat. I have said this for years. Okay? We were not designed to eat meat. God did not put the animals here for you to eat them. He said they are here for your use. Use them for transportation. Use them to help till the ground. Use them for, whatever, but they're not here to eat. And if you eat it, do it minimally. And you know why? Because I checked this out too. And not that Google has all the answers, but meat is acidic. It's not alkaline. I heard this years ago, where people that eat a lot of red meat, a lot of times end up with colon cancer. It's because your body can't process it. Anyway, it talked about meditation. Now, I will tell you, because this is another thing that I wanted to talk about, how you meditate. Honestly, there is no right or wrong way. Because I don't have to sit quietly and try to listen. No. The thing is, prayer is you talking to God. Think about it. When you pray, what are you doing? You're talking to God. You're talking to whatever you are talking to. You're asking for whatever. You're asking for healing for yourself, for somebody else. You're asking for forgiveness. You're asking for this. You're saying whatever. It is a one-way conversation. When you meditate, you're quiet. You're quiet. And you're receiving information from God. And what's the other thing? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Because there are things where, you're asking, but then you shut up and you listen. It's not a one-way conversation either way. Again, there is no right or wrong way as long as you're doing something. Because some of the best downloads I get are when I'm talking to you guys, or when I'm just out doing whatever. I can be washing the dishes. I can be cleaning the kitchen. I could be baking. I could be cutting the grass. I could be just walking. When I'm, here you go, here's the download, here's your message. When you are in the flow of what brings you joy, is when you will get your messages. It is when you are tapped into your higher self, your higher consciousness. So there you go. So do what and when the last few videos, do what brings you joy. I don't care what it is. And don't feel like you're doing it wrong. You know, if you're trying to meditate, you're trying to get answers, because everybody gets it in a different way. The thing is, trust what comes. It doesn't matter how it comes. Trust what comes. Because, sometimes I hear things. Sometimes it's just a knowing. Sometimes it's a Facebook video or reel or short or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes it's a conversation that you have with somebody and they just say something. It's like, oh my God, that makes sense. Or it answers your question. Use discernment. Does it feel right? You know, because the other thing, you also watch Facebook. You also listen to people that tell you the wrong things. Look at the news. Excuse me. Look at advertising. Look at how they've spun what you're supposed to eat. You know, eat, go to fast food, eat processed food, eat meat. You know, they mass produce cows and pigs and just animals in general, chickens. They pump them full of steroids and hormones. You don't need this crap in your body. It's messing with your body. Not to mention the fact your body was not designed to process it, not adequately. It bogs you down. Yes, my husband went to the store the other day and got, I guess it was grass-fed. I don't know. I wasn't with him, but he got a filet, and it was amazing, and we enjoyed it. I'm not saying you have to cut it out totally. What I'm saying is limit it. So when you're trying to heal yourself, yes, you need to fuel your body with what it was designed to eat, what it was designed to drink. And it's not all the city water that has all the crap in it and the fluoride and all that stuff and all the chemicals that have processed it through the plant. If you people knew, some of you do, the water that you're drinking, I'm not even going to tell you, because it's disgusting. It's disgusting. So there are specific fruits and vegetables, leafy greens, lemons, berries. I mean, really, any fruit or vegetable. You know, try to stay away from the high sugar fruits, unless you're looking to sweeten something. Anyway, but walk, get out in nature. That's the other thing I talk about. You know, take your shoes off and walk on the earth. And when you think about everything you're supposed to do to heal your body, to put you in a positive state, and then you think about the world, what you're told, how they brainwash you, what you're taught, cities going up everywhere, what do they call it? Concrete jungle? How do you ground yourself when you're in a city surrounded by buildings and concrete? Yes, you can do it, but that's not what you were designed for. You were designed to be out in nature, be one with nature, breathe fresh air. If you're in a city, you're not getting fresh air. That's why I love where I am. I'm in the country. Is it always optimal? No, my neighbors have pigs. They had a kennel. It's not always the most pleasant air to breathe. But it's not all the time, you know? Anyway. So like I said, everything happens for a reason. For this person to reach out to me and they're trying to heal themselves because they, again, have high blood pressure, high blood sugar. And that's where the whole crux of the video came the other day, because that's what the doctors were trying to push drugs on my husband for, when his isn't even that high. And we do pretty good, you know, with what we do here. But it's follow your intuition, not your ego. You know, pretty much flush everything that you've been taught and start from scratch. Start from here. What truly resonates with your body? Not from a place of, well, this is what I'm used to eating. This is what I was told I'm supposed to eat by the doctor. The doctors don't know. Most of them. I'm not going to say all. Because I will tell you, this morning when I read that and I heard that, it was like a flashback over my life. And I think there are things, how do I say this? They're just knowings. You have them for a reason. When I went to church and everybody was telling me to read the Bible, study the Bible, it didn't make sense to me. You know, I understood the concept that you're supposed to love everybody. You're supposed to be nice. You're supposed to not do anything against, you're not supposed to sin, which, you know. But I never got what they were talking about. For a reason. Because I wasn't supposed to get it from the Bible. I was supposed to get it straight from the horse's mouth, i.e. God. When I started trying to manifest, when all this stuff came out about manifesting, ultimately, you manifest everything you have. The thing is, what is your belief system? Because they tell you, you have to be in alignment with it. You have to do all this stuff. I have been manifesting my whole life, and so have you. I don't care where your mind is. I don't care where your heart is. I don't care where anything is you're manifesting. The thing is, what are you manifesting? If it is bringing you joy, keep up. Keep going. If it's not where you want to be, if you're bringing in things into your existence that aren't bringing you joy, that's where you need to shift. You need to dump limiting beliefs. You need to expand your mind. You need to dream bigger and know that it's possible. Like I said the other day, if you want a castle, you want that castle for a reason. You know, I look at the houses that my husband and I want. Not everybody wants what we want. We want what we want because that's what resonates with our soul. You know? If a castle resonates with your soul, go for it. If a houseboat resonates with your soul, if a yacht, if a whatever, if a little cabin in the woods resonates with your soul, but don't come from limit and lack. So, you know, all of the stuff that you have to try to make it happen, no, you don't. No, you don't. The more you try to make it happen, the further away you're pushing it. Just shift your mindset. Follow your intuition. If your intuition says, don't eat meat, i.e. mine, has said, I don't want meat. You're not supposed to eat meat. There's a reason. Follow it. Now, yes, I like sugar just as much as the next person, but it's addictive. I try to do the best I can, you know, using natural things like honey or maple syrup or stevia or something that's natural. Bananas, apples, those are all natural sweeteners. Prunes, no, prunes? Yes, prunes, sorry. No, not prunes, dates. Prunes will too, yes, but you have to be careful with prunes. Dates are the other thing. It's nothing but, it's sugar. So yes, I try to do those things, but every now and then it's like, you know what? I just want to use regular flour and regular sugar. Sometimes when I make biscuits, I use regular flour and regular sugar. And I enjoy it because it brings me joy. You know? It makes me happy. Because when I eat it, I enjoy it. Now, granted, yes, you might eat a steak and you'll enjoy it. The thing is, again, follow your intuition. Dump all the programming. Basically, you need to unlearn everything you've learned to this point. Or pretty close to this point, because a lot of you are already awake and a lot of you already get this stuff. And the more you get it, the more you see where we've been lied to, pushing the agenda to keep you sick. You know, and I look at it, it's like, because I have people I know that have cancer or getting ready to go in for a surgery or whatever, and the doctor says don't take all your supplements. Okay, well, some people take way too many. They take a bunch of stuff that you don't need. So yes, The thing is, when you eat correctly, you shouldn't need all those supplements anyway. That's, here you go. That's the problem. People have been geared, we've been told, eat all this other junk and take all these supplements. All you're doing is putting crap in your body that's not meant to be there because you're not getting it naturally. Again, another topic I could go on for days. There's a lot of stuff I could talk about for days. But you know what? I'm here to help you. I'm here to shed light on things that will help you. I'm not here to hinder you. My whole thing is to liberate your consciousness and step into your power. How are you going to do that? By doing by doing what I'm telling you. You know, but when I was reading that thing this morning, I was like, oh my God, this is everything that I talk about. Everything I talk about on how to heal your body. And, you know, and if you don't believe me, look at what you're eating. Are you healthy? If you are, I want to say great, but it may not have caught up with you yet. I pray that's not the case. I pray you stay healthy. And it's not going to change overnight. You know, you're not going to go in and eat a salad full of leafy greens with some lemon juice on it and then be cured or healed. No. Your body did not get here overnight. It's not going to shift to healthy overnight. It is a process. It is a lifestyle change. It's not about diet. It's a lifestyle. So I wanted to share this with you because, again, I honestly believe everything happens for a reason. And this is information that needs to get out there. So if it helps you, if you found value in it, if it makes sense, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, because more stuff is coming in all the time. It's amazing. So I send you love. I send you light. I want you healed. I don't want you dependent on the system. I'm here to help you break free from that nonsense that's keeping you enslaved and keeping you sick. So I love you. I hope you have an amazing day, and we will talk soon.